Hey now, it's Dr. Muhsinah Morris bringing you a impromptu Beyond Reality podcast. I just was sitting here with my thoughts in sunny San Diego, having finished the ASU+GSV summit as well as the AI show that they had here. And let me tell you, I have so much to report on and so many things that happened even leading up to the conference that I want to discuss. I want to talk about what buzzwords are out there, what people are talking about in education and ed tech. I want to talk about what women are doing, what HBCU students are doing, what the companies that are ed tech startups are doing in this landscape. But first, I honestly want to tap myself on the back. Let me tell you why. When I planned this conference, I said yes, even though I knew I was having a major surgery. So in January, I had to have a hernia revision and repair surgery from when I had abdominal injury from a maternal birth injury in 2007. So I had some old mesh from 2010 when I had the triple hernia repair surgery that was causing me lots and lots of problems. And so like from the end of October until December, I was really, really sick, like sepsis, almost sick. And so I had to have this surgery, and I was not looking forward to it. I knew it was going to be a tough surgery to endure. I knew that it was going to take a lot of mental fortitude. I have 2 children at home that need my assistance. My husband is there, but it's just us, and it's like we're really with my 17-year-old Seth, who I've talked about before, but he's on the autism spectrum and he needs moderate help. At this particular point, we would say he has profound autism, which means that he's going to need me to help him in his daily life or someone. So we have a community built around him called Seth Soldiers, and we have him participate in a lot of community activities and philanthropic efforts towards helping the autism community. So, Seth, interestingly enough, and I'm going to leave that in because what I want you all to hear about this podcast is that it's really real. It's really real, and it really happens in real time around my life. So, I'm packing up my family from sunny San Diego because they traveled with me. And anyway, so I had that surgery, had to have that surgery, and I knew that I was going to have it. Well, I didn't know that after I had that surgery on January 6th that Seth was going to fall ill. Seth has something called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, and this condition causes him to have a buildup of spinal fluid on his brain. A buildup of spinal fluid on the brain. That was Cameron burping. If you heard that, it's disgusting. I have 5 sons, and they're all very disgusting people that have no kind of care about what I'm doing with my time. So the reason why I'm recording this is because I'm embarrassing all of them. This will live in eternity on YouTube. So anyway, so Cameron and Seth, so Seth fell ill 3 weeks post-op from my surgery. Had to go into Scottish Rite Hospital and was there for 6 days. So he didn't do very well with the spinal tap, the anesthesia, all of the things. And we were there for a while and trying to just get his medication correctly because he's on mood stabilizers in order to help him with self-injurious and aggressive behaviors. And I've used cannabis in the past, but that was when it was the pandemic and he was home with me, and I was able to do a lot of different things to try to, help him. But then he had a hormone surge and he went back to school at a private special needs school, and just all the things that happen in life that just preoccupy you. So within like the last year, he gained an enormous amount of weight, which caused his condition to really come out of its remission state and go into like a need to get that spinal fluid removed. So anyway, with that being said, all of these things are happening in January, end of January, February, March. Seth hadn't been back to school full time since January 27th, when I had to go and get him even in my infirm state. So the interesting thing about this trip that I want to say I'm patting myself on the back for is, one, I didn't know that I was going to be able to make this trip, even though I said yes to the founder, Deborah Quazzo, and I said yes to the team at ASU+GSV and Tiffany Taylor about bringing students with me on top of that for the inaugural HBCU cohort that came to learn more about entrepreneurship in the EdTech landscape and to network with one another and have front row seats basically to the greatness that is this conference and what it could mean for their life and their social capital. So I said yes because I knew that this conference has always brought value to my life and that I always have something to add. So in the fall, we launched AI teaching assistants, and then I went on a 1,000 teacher campaign to train them. And I've been going around the world and speaking around the world, training educators on how to create their own AI teaching assistants along with my EdTech partners, Victory XR. And so I signed up to do not one thing, not two things, but three things. So 2 panels and an interactive workshop at the AI show. Now, if you know the influence, the powerhouse that is Deborah Quazzo, you know that if she wants you to do something, you do it. Not because she twisted your arm, but because she provides so much opportunity for women of color, for people in STEM, for people of all diversities. She cares about making sure that zip code is not a predictor of success. She wants to make sure that everyone has equal access to education, educational resources. She is a powerhouse. And so she and I both share a son's named Christopher, and I think that's really special. And so we've always connected. And I also have spoken with her just in general. And like when she says go, you go because she's a visionary and she has this wonderful vision of things and she knows how to bring it to fruition. So I said yes to doing the interactive workshop at the AI show that was at the San Diego Convention Center from April 6th through, no, that's wrong. From April, let's see, when did I get here? My son's birthday was on the 1st, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th. The 4th I got here. So the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th was the AI show. Okay, so the 5th through the 7th was the AI show. And so I flew in on the 4th with my family. And so Seth was well enough to travel with us. My husband came and so did Cameron, my 8-year-old belcher that you just heard. And we were able to get an Airbnb, not very far from downtown, not very far from where I needed to be every single day. We rented a car and, you know, this was the boys' first plane ride and it was 5 hours long. So for me, I just, leading up to it, was thinking, oh my gosh, what in the world? I usually leave family at home and come here to my happy place called San Diego over the last 20 years. Not just at this conference, but at other conferences, the American Chemical Society Conference, the Society for Neuroscience Conference. I've come to several conferences in San Diego over the years and have just enjoyed my time kind of being by myself in my happy place. And this time I decided, well, my family will come with me. And I'm so glad that they did. But can you imagine the stress of me trying to heal, work, caregive at the same time while sharing? When I say beyond reality, that's why I was like, let me record this. I am packing up our clothes right now because we're catching a 9:50 p.m. flight, which means that the kids will sleep on the plane. I did strategically plan that. And I did have the person who owned the Airbnb let us stay until like 7 o'clock tonight to be able to make that happen for my family so that they could sleep on the plane. Me and my husband can get some rest because I knew it was going to be a huge experience. And then he has work tomorrow. because if he's in the city, even though he can work anywhere, he's definitely going to work. So, very dedicated, committed man. God is good. So anyway, the one thing that I just was sitting here in gratitude about was that it's beyond reality, literally, that I pulled this off. Like, I didn't pull it off. I mean, we're not home yet. So let's just say it's not like a pulled off complete thing, but I pulled it off in a sense that I did the interactive workshop. We scouted the place when we got here that Saturday, got our registration badges, went and looked at the venue, saw me on the wall as a leading woman in AI, and Seth found it, and it was amazing. I didn't even know that wall was going to be here. I didn't even know what was going to be going on with that. But that was a huge surprise. And then I found out like 3 or 4 days like into the conference that recording something that I found out that Seth's book that we wrote together, Seth Can Do All Things, is going to be showcased in the virtual bookstore for GSV. And I was like, wow, because I bought several copies of the book and was able to give it to Colin Kaepernick and DMC from Run DMC. And I had gotten signed copies of his book, DMC's book, for my children a few years ago at this conference. And I talked to him about Seth's book, and so I was able to return the favor with a signed copy to him. And I just felt like that was a full circle moment. And he was so kind and gracious, and so was Colin Kaepernick. And I just thought, this is an amazing opportunity to just be in this space at this time. And I just don't even know. People ask me all the time. I am a woman of faith. Ask me all the time, like, how do you do the things that you do? And I have to give it up for God. Like, I mean, this God thinks that I am amazing. He believes in me in a way that is beyond me. And so recording this is really like just a moment to encourage everyone, not just to brag and boast on me and the fact that I did this, but like that we can do hard things as human beings. We can do things that are impossible. I am yet still healing, but I was able to attend all of my events, do my 2 panels on AI, XR, and gaming, as well as on the WGU primetime stage for talking about moonshots and AI and are they really going to be here? Is this, it just was like an amazing time to just be alive and to be healed. And I'm just grateful that I said yes, even when I couldn't see how yes was going to happen. And I'm glad that I was able to experience San Diego with my family. And for the first time after 20 years, I made it to the beach, even though it was like ice cold. It wasn't ice cold outside, but the beach, the water was like ice cold. And we were able to put our feet in it, which was good because my feet were really, really hurting, and it was therapeutic. And we had a beautiful hot tub at our Airbnb, and so then I was able to soak my tired body today. And so I say all of this to say is keep dreaming, keep believing, keep interacting with your communities. Find community that you love. Keep doing the thing that you love to do. Say yes to opportunities. And sometimes you can't see it, but believe that, one, we as human beings have the innate power to heal in ways that are just unimaginable. And saying yes gives you hope and gives you something to work for and look forward to. So I am a huge procrastinator. However, this particular time, I took day by day and did a little bit of something leading up to this conference because I really wanted it to be successful. I really wanted to show my family that they matter and that all of the hard work that I do away from them is fruitful work, it's good work, and it impacts a lot of people. And it does. And they got to see me with over 120 people in an arena giving a talk, and they got to see videos of me on stage as, a Black woman, professor, mom, really standing with my peers and doing my thing. They got to see the launch of my company and me be honored for being the founder of Metaverse United, where we help people find where they belong in the embodiment of the internet called the Metaverse. And they got to see me in my element, and that was very, very special to me. So I just wanted to share that with you. You can find me at unitethemetaverse.com. I'll be posting more content. Also started my first school on the SKOOL school platform called One Metaversity, where I have my AI teaching assistant workshop courses up there for everyone who attended my session. And I also have videos on YouTube that'll be available and released. I also have another course, Metaverse 101, and AI for educators that I am going to be releasing in May. So very excited about what I'm doing, very excited about professionally developing the next generation of educators and learners in this space of emerging technologies. And I'm very excited about the way that it is all coming together. So by faith, by knowledge, by power, I'm able to do all things, and so can you. So believe in yourself, and check me out, unitethemetaverse.com. Talk soon.